Rekindling program is a youth Hastings Pride program to develop our next leaders or empower our Indigenous or Torres Strait Islander storytellers to tell their stories through dance to reconnect to their culture.
The Rekindling program came about the need for Bangarra to work within communities and the places that we gather our stories that Bangarra puts out onto the stage. So we, and there's a call from the communities that we usually go and do normal workshops with to have a long-standing residency within the communities that we work with. So when I retired from dancing, they asked me to take on this job. That's the youth program director, and we decided that just a normal workshop wasn't going to be suffice when we work with communities. So we devised what we call a mini Bangarra program, where it's working with the elders in the community and the youth in the community, because we also, through all of our teachings and stuff over the years, is about, we saw that disconnection in the communities with the youth and the elders, and the knowledge wasn't being passed on, and you had all these disconnected youth, I suppose. And so we thought, how can we help? And we looked at what we'd done in our lives in terms of coming in to learn dance, but also learning dance and learning our culture, and that changed that. So we thought, well, how can we do this in the community? So we devised this program to do that exact thing, of going in there, asking the elders and the youth to come together, create a sacred space where that we can start that process of sharing of knowledge, but also that sharing of respect with each other.
I've been a really big fan of them, and they've been down here doing some really good stuff with the kids, and especially rekindling. And there's a lot of families that are doing it, and especially I've been doing dancing for nearly 25 years nearly. I love my dancing, especially being up here with our Watchbolic people as well. So they've been here, and they've been really getting the kids really into it, and showing really good dance moves, and showing their characters as well. So that's the main thing about it, is showing their character out of the kids as well. So yeah, it's been good.
Staying character in the dance, and the fact that you tell more of a story physically than remembering it verbally.
How to learn Bangarra dance and how they teach us, and
hanging out with this mob.
Horsham mob.
Yep.
It's about the big jingle and how the crows annoy him. What kind of birds are you? Water birds. They're not wattle birds, and they pick up jingles, go shout and tag, lights on themselves.
There's going to be a concert.
Yeah, we're going to dance in front of us
On the stage.
Yeah.
And we're going to show off to our families and our mob.
Well, I'm really looking forward to blowing the audience out of their mind. And they'll see how hard we've worked and how much skill we've put into it.
That you don't need to be ashamed of. Get up and dance.
Like, every time you dance, you're proud of yourself.
And are you?
Yeah.
huge program. It's like a residency in the community. So we have the gatherings, which is 3 gatherings, but there's more than just the 3 gatherings, because we have the community consultation, which happens the year before, and then we come back the following year in February, March, where we run an audition process, which is like a workshop process for the kids, but it's mainly just a workshop for the kids to get to know what the program's about and get to know us. And then we have another community consultation about who the kids we've selected, and also gearing up the community to understand the community buy into the program, which is all the on-ground support that is needed in terms of like local venue, local artists that will work with the local elders that will come in and share stories, all that kind of stuff, on-ground support. And then we come back and run the gatherings, which is gathering 1 is a 3-day process, which we call Connection to Land, Culture and People, and that's about connecting with the elders and the land, and gathering those stories where the kids come in, learn about it, read about it, touch it, feel it, and then take those stories, storybook it into a little map thing where they can create their own dances with. And then they take that into the second gathering, which is 4-day process, where we give them the exercises of improvisation skills and movement skills and task-based stuff, where they can learn how to move and what, different ways of moving and stuff like that, and they create their own stuff, as well as learn Bangarra repertoire. And then the third gathering is a 5-day process, which is about gearing yourself up to a performance. So they get to make their costumes, they get to design things, they also, as well as finish creating their own works and putting it up on stage and all that kind of stuff, yeah.
Traditional dance is my heart and soul. I think about it every day. I'm like I said, I'm one of the main leaders of our dance group.
I always wanted to dance, and so it was always in my blood. Black people can move. Most black people can move. And I think I sort of fell into this role through going to college, and I was quite scared of traditional dance when I was going through college, so I wanted to be a ballet dancer all my life. And then I used to skip classes when it came to cultural classes, and then suddenly something clicked in me after my 3rd year of studying that there's something in this, there's some different movement, and then it's like a spirit that takes you over when you start learning cultural dance, and that sort of took on a whole new meaning for me. And so then the way I dance changed also, because now you took on all these essences. Now the job that I'm in, and that's what I'm trying to teach back to the youth. It's like, yes, you can do all this kind of stuff, but you've got to understand where it's coming from and what you're dancing about and why you're dancing about that, and that's understanding, cultural knowledge and protocols and all that kind of stuff that brings that out.
program have started with a journal. So that was to show how far they've come from the time that they've started to where we are now, which for me, I can see the growth in them. We've got some kids that are participating that I wouldn't say live off the street, but they don't have a stable home life. So this brings them together, brings them closer to their mob and other Aboriginal communities and other Aboriginal people. And it gives them that safe, secure environment where they can be themselves and feel safe without the worry of where they're going to sleep the next day. We've been able to secure accommodation for every time we have these gatherings. The gatherings started off quite slow, considering it started last year, and we've suddenly sped along and we're now at the performance. The kids, I think, have grown differently in the way they respect people and elders, which was a big concern in our community because the elders felt the children had no respect for them. But they've shown a lot of respect towards the elders that have participated and helped. But in terms of growth, I think the listening skills, more of the education about themselves have helped. And it's funny how kids have the patience and the ability to accept people for who they are.
I have seen a lot of changes in the kids because at the start they were very nervous and very shy, and they didn't really come out of their shells. And I've really noticed a lot of kids have, they're coming up to me, oh, Uncle Benno, and that's the one thing I like is all of them call me Uncle Benno, and coming out of their dance shoes as well. So that's one thing we want around here is the dance, people showing our culture and showing our dances as well. So yeah, it's been really good for the kids as well. So yeah.
I don't think they really know what they get themselves in for when they draw on a program like this. I think they just sort of rock up the first day thinking, oh, this is great, it's a great workshop. But as I said, it's a commitment, and we really want them to commit to the program in terms of dance is like what we call the vehicle that we use, but there's so many things in there that they learn. They learn how to speak in public, learn how to stand up and say who they are, where they come from. They also research if they don't know. We get them to research stuff like that with the elders and stuff like that. But also a sense of pride and belonging to work, and a good sense of that once they learn all this stuff, make those connections with the elders in the community, that they know who they are, they know where they come from, and they're very proud of that, but also very proud of the things that they create. And you don't really see that in the first gathering. They're sort of, and then suddenly along the way you see them click over and click over and click over, and their confidence builds. And it's magical when you see that. Gentlemen, now you come. Men, let's go.